Today we'll talk about a book written by Dr. Joseph Murphy that has created miracles in the lives of millions of people and completely transformed them. Yes, we are talking about the power of your subconscious mind. Never make the mistake of taking this book lightly. It is the greatest book ever written about the subconscious mind. Dr. Joseph Murphy spent most of his life studying the religions of the East. In fact, during his research, he stayed in India for many years. After studying the world's major religions, he became convinced that there exists a universal power spread across the entire creation. That same power resides within us, and Dr. Murphy named it the power of the subconscious mind. Once you learn how to use this magical power of the subconscious, miracles will begin to happen in your life. You will achieve everything you desire and reach every goal you set. You'll even make more money than you ever imagined possible. This book has 20 chapters in total, each one guiding us step by step towards success. If you watch this video carefully, understand it, and apply it in your life, I promise, no one will be able to stop you from achieving success and touching the highest peaks in life. Chapter 1. A treasure lies within you. Did you know? A magnetized piece of iron can lift 12 times its weight easily. But if the magnetism is removed, that same piece of iron cannot even lift a single straw. In the same way, there are two kinds of people in this world. The first are like magnets, filled with faith, belief, and confidence. They know they will succeed. The second type are without magnetism, always fearful, doubtful, and uncertain. Such people can never move ahead in life. But you too can become a magnetic person, only if you understand and apply the greatest secret in history, the power of the subconscious mind. What is the subconscious mind? Your brain is one, but it has two distinct parts with completely different functions. The conscious mind, the surface, the part that thinks, reasons, and makes decisions. The subconscious mind, the hidden inner part that you cannot see, but it governs your habits, beliefs, and automatic responses. Both are connected. Let's understand this through a story. Story of Enrico Caruso. Once, the great opera singer Enrico Caruso was at the beginning of his career. Right before going on stage, he was terrified. Fear tightened his throat muscles, his face was dripping with sweat, and panic gripped him. He thought, I can't sing. Everyone will laugh at me. Shaking with fear, he started walking back to his dressing room. But suddenly, he stopped and shouted out loud, Get out, fear. You must leave me now. Get out. Then, with confidence, he walked back to the stage, stood tall, and sang so beautifully that the audience was spellbound. Lesson: when your conscious mind is filled with fear, stress, and doubt, those negative emotions pass onto your subconscious mind. And once negativity enters your subconscious, it multiplies, creating anxiety, hopelessness, and despair in your conscious mind again. But if at that very moment, you gather courage and command your mind with faith and positivity, saying, I am in complete control. I can do this easily. This is simple for me. Your subconscious mind will be filled with peace, harmony, and energy. And then, you will achieve results beyond your imagination. The garden of the mind. Think of your mind as a garden, and you as the gardener. Whatever seeds you sow will grow there. Similarly, throughout the day, you keep sowing seeds of thoughts in your mind. And where do these seeds come from? They come from your habits. If you plant thorns, will you get grapes? If you plant weeds, will you get figs? No, you reap exactly what you sow. Why should you consciously think positive thoughts? Because your subconscious cannot differentiate between right and wrong. It simply accepts whatever your conscious mind gives it, whether true or false, good or bad. It just manifests it into reality. Example: suppose a man is extremely angry at someone. He keeps repeating to himself, I'll kill him. I'll finish him. I'll take his life. By saying this repeatedly, these words get deeply imprinted on his subconscious mind. And like the genie from Aladdin's lamp, The subconscious replies, "Your wish is my command." Eventually, circumstances may arise where that man truly ends up committing murder. Why didn't the subconscious stop him from committing murder when killing someone is such a terrible act? Because the subconscious mind cannot differentiate between right and wrong. Its only function is to give shape to the thoughts supplied by the conscious mind, whether those thoughts are good or bad. For example, if a student wants to top in exams and keeps repeating again and again, "I will top, I will top, I will top," this constant repetition imprints that thought deep into his subconscious mind. The subconscious then replies, "Your wish is my command," and creates circumstances that push the student to work so hard that he eventually tops the exam. This is why the subconscious mind can manifest anything you desire. That's why every single thought entering your mind is important. Allow only those thoughts that give you strength and power. Never allow negative thoughts that weaken you to enter your mind. Chapter 2. How your own mind works. The conscious mind is like the captain of a ship. The captain gives commands to the crew working in the engine room. The crew operates the boilers and machinery exactly as ordered. They do not know where the ship is heading, nor can they question the captain. Even if the captain gives the wrong or incomplete order, they simply follow it, even if it leads the ship to crash into rocks. Their duty is only to obey. In the same way, your conscious mind is the captain of your mental ship. Whatever thoughts the conscious mind believes and accepts as true, the subconscious mind accepts them without question, as if they were commands. Whether they are right or wrong doesn't matter. When you repeatedly say certain words or sentences, your subconscious mind accepts them and begins to manifest them into reality, whether they are positive or negative. For example, when you keep saying things like, "This is too difficult. I can't do this. I'm not smart or intelligent. I'm useless. This is beyond me. I can't become rich." Your subconscious absorbs these negative statements as commands and then creates situations that actually make those things true in your life. That's why, if you keep saying, "I can't buy this car. I can't travel to Europe. I can't buy this house. I can't afford this suit," your subconscious will ensure that you live in lack and struggle throughout your life. But if, instead, you say, "This is very easy. I am smart and intelligent. I can definitely become rich. I can buy this car. I can travel to Europe. I can buy this house," your subconscious mind, without questioning, accepts these as true and begins to create conditions that make them happen. It may sound strange at first, but this is the truth, friends. Another example. A young singer was once called for an audition. She sat nervously, waiting, but every time she failed. Her voice was very melodious, yet she couldn't succeed. Why? Because before every audition she kept telling herself, "They won't like me. My voice isn't good enough. I'm scared. Maybe I won't be selected." Her subconscious absorbed these negative statements and produced failure in her reality. But then she decided to control her fear. Every day, 3 times a day, she would go into a room, sit on a chair, close her eyes, relax her body, and calm her mind. Then she began to affirm with faith, "My voice is very melodious. I can sing beautifully. I am fully ready to sing. I will sing in a sweet voice and I will be selected." She repeated these affirmations calmly and with belief, 5 to 10 times in each sitting, 3 times a day. By the end of the month, she was filled with confidence and energy, and when she was called again for an audition, she sang so beautifully that she was immediately selected. If you ever face such a situation in life, you must definitely use this technique. 100% you will succeed. Chapter 3. The Miraculous Power of Your Subconscious Mind. The father of American psychology, William James, once said, "The power to move the world lies in your subconscious mind. Whatever you imprint on your subconscious mind, it will move heaven and earth to make it a reality." That is why it is so important to imprint the right and positive thoughts. You may have experienced this many times. Suppose you need to wake up at 4 a.m. for an early morning train or exam. You set your alarm for 4 a.m. and go to sleep. But amazingly, your eyes open just a few minutes or even seconds before the alarm rings. Why does this happen? Because your subconscious is extremely powerful. Before going to sleep, you gave yourself the suggestion, I need to wake up at 4 a.m. tomorrow. That suggestion imprinted on your subconscious mind, and it went to work, waking you up before the alarm. Now, the same technique can be used not just for waking up, but for achieving great goals in life. What you need to do is simple. Every night before going to sleep, while lying on your bed, relax your body, close your eyes, and give suggestions to your subconscious mind. These suggestions should be about what you want to achieve. For example, I am becoming prosperous in all areas of my interest. My business is growing day by day. A lot of money is flowing to me. I am becoming rich. I am receiving all the happiness of the world. I am complete, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. If you practice this for 21 days continuously, it will become a habit, and you will be shocked to see the miracles that begin to happen in your life, things you could not have even imagined before. When you fill your subconscious with thoughts of happiness, prosperity, love, joy, and enthusiasm, the negative, poisonous thoughts that had been sitting inside you will gradually be flushed out forever. But remember, you have to make consistent effort. Once it becomes your habit, your journey from the floor to the sky will begin. Always keep this in mind. Just as water takes the shape of the pipe through which it flows, life too flows according to the shape of your inner thoughts. Chapter 4: Mental Healing in Ancient Times. In ancient times, when there were no big hospitals like today, people were still healed from their illnesses. The knowledge of curing diseases was often limited to priests and spiritual leaders. People believed that God had given these priests special powers to heal. These priests used mantras, chants, talismans, rings, or sacred symbols for treatment. When a person became sick, they were taken to such priests. Through these methods alone, the patient would often recover. But were they healed just because of the mantras or talismans? The author explains, not really. They were healed because of the power of the subconscious mind. People had deep faith and trust in these priests. As soon as a patient reached them, he would begin to believe, now I will definitely be cured. That thought would imprint itself on his subconscious mind. And as we already know, whatever gets imprinted there eventually becomes reality. That is why the patients would get healed. Our subconscious mind is so powerful that it can heal any disease. The stronger your faith, the faster the results will come. Chapter 5: Mental Healing in the Modern Age. Just as priests and gurus performed healing in ancient times, in today's modern age we have doctors and hospitals. But there is an old saying, the doctor dresses the wound, but God heals it. Here, the word God refers to the subconscious mind. No doctor or surgeon can ever claim that he alone has healed the patient. The true healing power is one, and it is often called by different names: nature, life, God, creative intelligence. But in reality, all of these point to the same truth: the power of the subconscious mind. Why people struggle in poverty? You must have seen many people living in poverty, struggling just to cover their monthly expenses. They fight hard to make ends meet. Do you know why this happens? Because they constantly criticize and condemn people who are rich and successful. They believe that rich people are corrupt, dishonest, or that they exploit others to make money. In their minds, wealth itself becomes something evil, something to be hated. But the law of the universe is this: whatever you hate will move away from you. Whether it is a friend, a spouse, relatives, or money. If you keep criticizing and hating successful people, then according to universal law, money will also stay far away from you and never return. That's why such people always lack money. So, what should you do? Whenever you see a successful or wealthy person, say to yourself, I bless rich and successful people. I take them as my role models. I love them. If they can become rich, I can too. When you fill your subconscious mind with positive feelings about wealth and successful people, your subconscious will create so much wealth for you that you won't even be able to count it. Chapter 9: Your Subconscious Mind and Marriage. How to attract the ideal husband. If you have understood the previous chapters, you now know how the subconscious mind works. Whatever impression you leave upon it will manifest in the outer world. So, if you are a woman and want to attract your ideal husband, start impressing those qualities onto your subconscious mind. Here is a powerful technique. At night, sit in a chair, close your eyes, relax completely, and become calm, passive, and receptive. Talk to your subconscious and affirm, I am attracting a man who is honest, true, loyal, faithful, calm, happy, and prosperous. I know that I can increase his peace and happiness, and he increases mine. He loves my ideals, and I love his. He does not want to change me, nor do I want to change him. Between us there is mutual love, freedom, and respect. How to attract the ideal wife. To attract your ideal wife, make this positive affirmation. I am attracting a woman with whom I will share great harmony. This woman will be my perfect partner. She is spiritual, loyal, faithful, and honest. She is full of peace and balance, and cheerful. We are strongly attracted to each other. I know that I can give this woman love, light, peace, and happiness. I feel and believe that I can make her life wonderful. I now accept my ideal life partner. Mentally, form a picture of your wife as she should be. Happy, joyful, healthy, and beautiful. Visualize your husband as he should be. Strong, powerful, loving, kind, and compassionate. If you continue to hold this mental picture, you will soon experience your married life as a heaven filled with peace and harmony. Chapter 10: How to Stay Forever Young. You are only as young as you think you are. Every few years, I give a lecture at Caxton Hall in London. After one such lecture, a surgeon came to me and said, I am 84 years old. Every morning I perform surgeries. In the afternoon I see patients. And in the evening I write articles for medical journals. His attitude was that he is as useful as he believes himself to be, and as young as his thoughts allow him to be. He said, what you just said is absolutely right. A man is only as young as he thinks, and as valuable as he considers himself to be. Some people grow old at 30, while others remain young at 80. The mind is the greatest weaver, architect, designer, and sculptor. Think about these examples. Playwright George Bernard Shaw was active even at 90. Roman patriot Marcus Cato learned Greek at the age of 80. Famous Jamaican artist Ernestine Shonahayink reached the peak of her musical career after becoming a grandmother. Greek philosopher Socrates learned to play musical instruments when he was 80. Michelangelo painted his greatest canvases at 80. At 80, Sir Isaac Newton was still working tirelessly. Poet Alfred Lord Tennyson wrote his masterpiece Crossing the Bar at the age of 83. Historian Leopold von Ranke began writing history of the world at 90 and finished it at 92. All of this proves one great truth. A man becomes what he thinks in his heart. You grow old when you lose interest in life and stop dreaming. So, the only way to stay forever young, just like the name of our channel, is to keep dreaming, because dreams do come true. Final summary of the book. Friends, let me give you the whole essence of this book in just one line. Man becomes in life what he thinks in his subconscious mind. This book is so powerful that reading it just once is not enough. It must be read again and again, so that its wisdom seeps deep into our heart and mind, allowing us to fully harness the power of the subconscious mind and take our life to new heights. So friends, we'll meet again with another amazing video. Until then, take care of yourself, keep smiling, and keep dreaming, because dreams do come true. If you enjoyed this video, Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like it, share it, and subscribe to this channel for more such book summaries. Keep dreaming, because dreams do come true.